Hello, welcome to Lamplight Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Gemini. This can be your sun, moon, or rising sign. So this is a general reading, not intended for anyone specific. And I'll be doing a spread based on the 12 houses of astrology. So I hope you're all doing well. Gemini, November 2017. Alright, so this bottom row here represents the lower 6 houses, representing the internal part of ourselves, and then the top represents the external part of our lives. So I'm going to first start with the 12th house. So this is associated with the sign of Pisces. Generally, this house and that zodiac sign has to do with unconscious issues and also unconscious emotions, things kind of hidden where we cannot see them. So we have the King of Cups here in reverse. So this could be a person, a man, or even a woman, just someone representing these characteristics. It could also be yourself. So the King of Cups reversed is kind of a manipulator of sorts for their own intentions and needs, kind of very detached, well, not necessarily detached, sorry, insensitive and hurtful. So that's kind of a general oversight of what's kind of going on. So first house, we have our self-identity and how we view ourselves. So I have Judgment here, and Judgment is a card, Major Arcana card of forgiveness, release, and rejuvenation almost. So I think we could be striving for forgiveness or self-forgiveness. If this is you, you could be forgiving something you've done to yourself, possibly, or even another person. So second house here, this is of internal values, what we value important, and what gives us stability. So we have 2 coins here, so it's definitely has to do with money. So maybe internally with our values, we're working over some issue with material security. Perhaps we're a little bit tight, or we're juggling finances here, trying to figure out the best option for the situation. This could also have to do with a decision. Maybe we have a tough decision to make. So third house involves, this is actually the house of Gemini as well. This has to do with our environment and how we communicate within that immediate environment, and also internal perceptions. So we have Justice in reverse. So maybe we think somewhere in our environment we've been judged wrongly, or maybe we've misjudged as well. So maybe we've possibly we've judged ourselves wrongly for a situation or a choice that we've made, and we're working to reconcile that. If not, perhaps we're dealing with someone who has misjudged you, perhaps. So we can get more in depth in that soon. So fourth house is the house of Cancer, and this has to do with internal security. So how we are, where we go to find internal security. It also represents the home and the relationships within it. So we have the sun here in reverse. So that could mean unhappiness, just general unhappiness, unfulfillment with something that's going on at home. So 5th house here, we have a Queen of Coins. So I'm gonna guess that's you. You could be male or female, I'm not sure. And I also see a Knight of Swords here on the other end in our 7th house. So I'm gonna guess that this is a relationship at home where we're not being treated correctly, or we've been mistreating someone, and we're seeking forgiveness and realignment with that particular person. So 6th house, the house of Virgo, we have our health, or sorry, not our 5th house, my apologies. So 5th house, we have individuality, how we express it creatively. It could also be romance. This could be someone you're romantically interested in as well. Or it could also be how we perceive ourselves, or what we're seeking to express. So we have Queen of Coins reversed. So this is someone who is not really generous at all. They're pretty almost secretive, maybe going behind your back to hide something from you. Not pleasant. If this is you, perhaps we need to make a decision depending on our finances, or our or a decision to move away from home. That's kind of what I'm getting here with unhappiness at home and ourselves. So 6th house, we have work and also health and daily routines. So Ace of Cups here reversed. We have, so this could be something kind of lacking and scarce to do with work. So maybe we're not working right now, and we feel like we're maybe juggling a lot of finances, and also we're having to keep a lot to ourselves. Maybe we're holding back from saying something, communicating something that's happened that would actually bring us forgiveness. So 7th house, this is the house associated with Libra. This has to do with contacts, relationships, and how we handle that. So opposite of the 7th house, we have 1st house, so judgment. So this is how we see ourselves. In 7th house, this is obviously, in my view, a specific person. So I think this person has said something wrong to perhaps hurt you. Knight of Swords reversed is someone who says stuff that is also very insensitive, mostly detached as well, though. Whereas this is to kind of jab at you emotionally to make you feel unworthy of something. This is more insensitive, not really seeing it from your point of view, and pretty angry as well. Not overly angry, but very quick to make judgments. So now we have the 8th house, which is opposite of the 2nd house. So if this is our internal security and how we find, or sorry, internal values and what brings us stability, this is the 8th house. So this is of transformation. If there's something within there that's causing harm, this is where it's reborn and renewed. It can be painful as well. We have the 4 of Swords here, so this suggests meditation and sitting in a contemplation and self-reflection over the events of what's happening and what has happened. And this is also a sword as well, so perhaps seeking counseling or maybe writing out what's been going on will help you get to the root of what the issue is. If not, if you don't have any issue, it's recommending going out in silence and being alone with nature, where you can be quiet and recharge. Maybe you're an introvert like myself, and you're in a situation with multiple people involved, and it's just too much. You need some silence and recuperation. So ninth house. So ninth house is associated with higher learning. So this could be religion, could be school, could be travel as well. It's where we seek to learn and to grow philosophically and almost individually, and it brings understanding. So opposite of that is our third house. So where we had our internal perceptions of some misjudgment, this calls for temperance and prudence here in our ninth house. So we need to learn to remove ourselves from the situation and take it slow, not reacting instinctively, but remaining calm. To me, this speaks of meditation and quiet contemplation. Also, the Four of Swords as well, just sitting and mulling over and not reacting, because reacting, as you might already know, can cause some great pain. So here's the 10th house, that being the opposite of our 4th house. So if the 4th house, like I said, is the home and the relationships within it, the 10th house is the physical structure, the actual home itself, the walls, the wooden stands, the door, the windows. It's the actual physical security that we have. So 10 of Wands in our 10th house. 10th house can also suggest work as well. So if we're having a lack of work here or nothing of the sort, and that's bringing unhappiness at home, I'm gonna think that this, I'm gonna assume that this suggests that our home life and work is very burdensome, whatever that might be, and we could be thinking of a move or a change of a job for the lack of work in perhaps this person or people associated with our work that's bringing unhappiness all around. And here's the 11th house associated with Aquarius, and opposite that is the 5th house. So here we have the Queen of Coins, the individual. If we're acting from a standpoint that is scarce and holding back, but also kind of sneaky and sly, not kind of taking and keeping that destructively, actually. The opposite of that, so 11th house would be larger social structures, could be circles of friends, organizations, any large group of people would be represented by the 11th house. Here we have the Devil, so this could be an actual Capricorn, someone within a group possibly, or it could also be an unhealthy attachment to something, maybe a group of people. Like maybe these are some of your friends possibly, and it's bringing you down and causing you unhappiness, and you're seeking release from this pain and this misjudgment and this scarcity. Here is a lack of health, Ace of Cups. This is a card of addiction as well, so you could be dealing with an addiction of some sort. So again, going back to the 12th house here, so this could be an actual person who's manipulating you to do something that you're just not happy with, causing you to make choices, difficult choices. This could be a family member too, especially being 4th house with family. We have the Sun in reverse, just unhappiness in general. So I think what the best option is just to remove ourselves from the situation. In whatever way we can, seek guidance outside of us with someone we trust and we love, and relax, detach, get out what you can. Don't react. Take it slow. There's no rush to make any destructive or quick decisions just yet. We could end up hurting someone or even ourselves. And so I would suggest, yeah, take it slow. Take it easy on yourself too. Find something to express yourself better. Someone even to express your choice, because obviously here you're torn between two options here, two choices, and it could be for yourself. So happiness and release, forgiveness, first house, and then the other choice being this knight or this king, you know, perhaps a job. It could be a number of things, but definitely step back, take it easy, and seek counseling where you need it. That's always good. Mental health is definitely an important part of our lives. So that concludes the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe. Anything you can do to help me out is appreciated. Thank you. Goodbye.